What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy, and first of all, I'm sorry for sound quality. I'm trying to get my new mic to work now because this is I listened to it back, for once, and it really does sound poor. But welcome to a review. Second thing I want to say before I get into this is that I released a news video. If you like the idea of that, want to get into want to listen to the gaming news or look at the gaming news, and want to listen to other people's opinions, and click on my video, give it some support and all that. But yes, let's stop trying to get away from the point that this game week was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. We were 1 point lower than average. That is disgusting. We've also moved down to 9th. We were in 10th. I think good old boy wonder Jordan Henderson saved us there. That's a big dent in us moving further than 8th, because there is gettable. Everywhere is gettable besides the leader, if we get our act together. The only positive to that was that teams above us were also faltering. The only negative was teams, for example, like Nick United, had a team like this, were getting points. And again, it's still poor. You got Morales on 1, you got Naismith on 1, you got Rose on 1, you got Di Maria on 1. It's still, getting points. Spiliqueta solid, Fonts is solid, Guzan and Vlar. Villa used to be solid, but if they get back into being solid, that's a decent partnership there. Hazard obvious, Sterling obvious, and finally the gas smoking Pacemaster has got a goal and shows that he is worth more than £100,000 a week. He's really not. Honestly not. But getting back onto our team, where we faltered is that we didn't have a striker this week, and I don't know whether it's still unknown. It's still an unknown injury date or unknown return date. That leads me to think, who is going to replace him? Also, strangely, Klein didn't even feature. He was on the bench and didn't feature. Don't know whether he had a knock or anything. I didn't see anything, and I've been on this daily, so unless it was a quick thing or what happened before the match, and maybe he just wanted to sit on the bench for it, and that happened as well. But we didn't pick up points. And one place I do want to look at is Myhill and Lescott. Credit to West Brom and credit to Pulis. Usually, Pulis goes into teams, makes them solid. He has made them solid. But the last 2 or 3 games, they've been conceding goals, and that's not what West Brom did. They did 4 against QPR, 3 in this game, or this game week. It's not on. Also, I'd just like to say, United have turned it around, and suddenly Chelsea dropped a few points. I think they've got Arsenal and Man United coming up. Tough games. I think they've got play Liverpool as well. All 3 of them are tough games. They could lose all 3 of them, and suddenly the title is anyone's game. Anyone apart from 4th and below. If Chelsea do drop points, I don't think they'll do. The only games I can consider it is Arsenal and Man United, maybe. But you're looking at that and you're thinking, well, the title is pretty much Chelsea's. Anyway, we need to look at how we're going to improve this team. First of all, I'm going to look at goalkeepers. I think I might have 2 transfers. Yes, I've got 2 free transfers, which I don't want to make a decision on the goalkeeper yet, because hopefully West Brom will get more solid. Looking at their games coming up though, they've got a tough run in, and that leads me to think maybe Lescott, it's time for him to vacate the team as well. And one place I am looking at for a replacement for an Arsenal player coming in would probably be Callum Chambers. You may ask why and all that, but the games that he doesn't play, if you want to go on Bellerin, Bellerin does. Now the only problem with that is that they don't have a game week, or don't have a game on game week 33. Coming up, there is 7 games. 7, including the big one, Chelsea against Manchester United. Now they are big games. They are huge games. I'm not going to toy around if you hear it. They are big games, or a big game for both of them. Chelsea win, I think, well, that's it. the title challenge for anyone else is over. Man United win, even a draw I think will go in favour of Chelsea. But if United win, suddenly doubt goes into Chelsea's minds, and United will maybe look to press on, especially Arsenal. If Arsenal can get points whenever they play, I think. Oh shit! Go back in my team, Bellerin. They've got a double game week, haven't they, coming up? Yes, week 37 is a huge one, including against Manchester United. So that could decide if there is a chance of either of the teams going up challenge. That game there will decide it. And Arsenal are away. Arsenal are away, so that's a huge game. But looking at my team, I want to get rid of Costa. Definitely I want to get rid of Costa. Because I don't want to be sitting with Costa on my bench. Maybe he'll play the last 2 games. I want to get him out now for someone that is in form and scoring points. And now before you say, well, if you're going to say, look at someone like Benteke, I probably need to go on forwards because he hasn't been in form for the whole year. Just reached 100, he hasn't got a game in the game week 33. And I think they're a game ahead of everyone, so I don't get another game week. Yeah, they are. So, where do I go? Palace are playing, and they're playing against a weak West Brom side. For that reason, I'm looking at players down here, and I cannot find where he is. But Glenn Murray is the one I'm looking for. I'll probably just go on Crystal Palace here. How many points is he on? He's only on 58. Blimey. Saying that though, he hasn't really been in form for loads, although he has picked up a lot of form, and he's only just started playing. And he's showing that he can play. And people will probably will start picking him. Look at his fixtures as well. No double game week, but West Brom, Hull, both teams you can get goals against. If there's going to be a team to get goal, if you're going to be a player to get goal against, it'll be them 3. But the only problem is I think them 3 are too strong to struggle him. Go back onto forward. Sorry. The other choice I'm looking at is probably Berahino. Although saying that, he has gone very dry recently. No goals in 4, which is poor form for him. I'm not sure. What time am I on? 7 minutes and 18 seconds. It's a tough one. It is a tough one because I want to bring Benteke in, but not yet. I think if I'm going to bring Benteke in, the person's come out and make sure you're sitting comfortably when I say this. Will be Harry Kane. Now I know people are going to disagree with that. It's like 50% of people, but he's gone dry. Away against Burnley, home against Aston Villa. I know you could say it's people need to supply him, but you're looking at games before, and he was doing things on his own. You give him the ball to him, like he'll be able to run at defence, play out wide to someone, they'll be able to play it back into him, or he'll be able to run at defence, take out on his right foot and then whip it in. And he hasn't done that in his last 2 games. I watched the 2 games of Match of the Day, and he was creating chances, but he wasn't the same Harry Kane that was before the England break. And that's the only downside to it. But at the moment, I'm gonna have to just go with a solid vote because Palace are playing very well. They're the form team at the moment behind Arsenal, and I have to go with Gale coming in for Costa. Brings me in a lot of money as well, 9.1 million. Now hypothetically, let's just go straight into Aston Villa's team. Get rid of Kane, bring in Benteke. We've still got 7.5 million. So bearing in mind, if we had the time, we could bring it. Get out Lescott. I think who can we bring in? Who's racking in the points? Baines really gone dry. Really needs to up his form. Could think we could go for John Terry. Someone like that. Could go for Coleman. Could go for anyone. We're going to keep Lescott in for now. We'll look at goalkeepers and we think, My Hill can go out. Who can we bring in? Who do we want to bring in? Who's bringing in the points? Who's raking them in? De Gea's quality keeper, but not raking in the clean sheets. And Man United's running. It's tougher than it looks. Chelsea away, Everton away, Palace away, Hull away. Although I'd say Hull is probably the easiest game of them all. And it's still a tough game playing away at the KC, the last game of the season. Also West Brom and Arsenal at home. Personally though, I'm just going to stick with what I have for now. Not going to bring Benteke in. Leave 1x1 free transfer. If I do make another change, I'll keep you up to date. Another thing, just to bear in mind though, is midfielders. Just gonna say that. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. They haven't got game week 33 though. They've got double game week coming up, and that is all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm going to say. But thank you guys for watching. Oh, I thought I was gonna burp. If you like this video, leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and subscribe if you feel like I'm worthy, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Peace.
Well, you know what you should be doing? You should be You know what? I'm keeping this one. You should be subscribing to Kurtyoy because he's a legend, and this took 2 takes and I still got it wrong.